It's come to my attention that many of you don't know how to use the ERG Idea Hub, or that you don't even know that it exists. Today, that stops. The ERG Idea Hub is one of my absolute favorite resources that I've built, one of the things I'm most proud of in the ERG space, because I know how difficult as an ERG leader it is to come up with new programming to engage your community. The ERG Idea Hub has thousands of real life examples of ERG programming across companies, across industries, across the globe. Here's how you get to it. The first thing I recommend is going to the ergmovement.com. You can also search on Google the ERG movement. After that, you go to resources and then down to Idea Hub. From there, the ERG Idea Hub will pop right up. Now, you can scroll through the 7,000 plus examples of ERG programming, or if you want to get a little bit more specific to your ERG, you can use some of the filter functions. One of my favorite filters to use is key events. What key events filters for is for major dates or celebrations that your ERG community might be interested in. You can scroll through this list, or you can type it in to see if this date already exists in our system. Let's just say, for instance, Diwali. After searching for Diwali, I am able to scroll through and see examples of what other companies have done and what other ERGs have done to celebrate Diwali in the past. For instance, this cultural fair hosted by Walmart's Favor ERG, or how Verizon's Pace ERG hosted a Diwali celebration. You can then click on images so that you can see some specific pictures that were taken of the event, even if you want to get inspiration for the setup. Additionally, when you're looking at an event, there's some other details that you're able to see about the ERG event. For instance, you can see the approximate date that the event was hosted. So let's just say that you wanted something that happened a little bit more recently, or maybe you want to really dig into the archives and see some older ERG programming. You can also look at the company industry. And maybe, for instance, you might be in the retail consumer goods space. In this case, Under Armour's Asian and Pacific Islander ERG celebrating Diwali comes up. Again, you're able to see some pictures. And even then, one of my favorite parts about the ERG Idea Hub is that it links back to the original post that we're able to get these entries from. So by going to the original post, you can actually get the information of the person that actually did the dance performance. Not to mention, if you want a really easy way to filter through by community, so let's just say that you're looking for a specific ERG community, you can just go to the community tab. From here, you're able to see there's hundreds within most of the communities. There's hundreds of entries. So let's just say, for instance, the one at the top, for any sort of disability ERG or ability ERG, however you name it, all you have to do is click the down arrow to expand, and you're able to then scroll through. Make sure that you hit the load more button, because sometimes people feel like just because they stop seeing it that there's no more. There's always going to be a load more button because there's so many to go through. I have actually used this exact tool and this exact method to plan Heritage Months in under 1 hour by going through examples of other ERGs programming, copying the links to my favorites. So let's just say, for instance, we're going to go with Salesforce's Ability Force. If we like this entry, all we have to do is copy the link at the top, paste it into a document, maybe write some context on what that entry is. This way, you just have a comprehensive list of all of your favorites. In Q4, we're actually going to be doing a major revamp to the ERG Idea Hub. But in the meantime, this is such a game changer still. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. Not to mention, we have a ton of other ERG leader resources on the ergmovement.com. So if you haven't checked us out, make sure that you do. This is the ERG homegirl, aka Maceo, signing off.